Okay then, today we're going to install Windows XP in 2025. Why? Why not? What kind of virus have I installed on this computer? I'm about to toss the DVD drive, bro. We are officially out of options. Look, listen, I just kind of miss it, you know? After like the whole Windows 11 debacle, I just kind of like, let's just have a throwback. So, what is the setup? We got a Mac Mini. Okay, look, listen. I know it says Mac, but my dad only has Apple computers. So we got a Mac Mini mid-2011. I don't think Windows XP is actually supported on it, but when does that ever stop me? I haven't really like booted it up or anything. So, why don't we get started? Okay, now I'm just gonna turn it on. Let's go sign. Okay, nice. Now I don't want to jump to conclusions in that, but it looks like there's a Ubuntu on this Mac Mini. How does that happen? I guess we'll have to go into the Ubuntu GUI. Okay, this is clearly not part of the process. I'm guessing this was used as some kind of server. We don't have a Mac OS on this. We don't technically need Mac OS to install Windows. Here is my Windows XP CD. Okay, I know it's not official, but like, I do have an official one. I don't have it here, but I'll show you. I bought Windows XP Microsoft. Do not sue me. I'm a good boy. But it is a Service Pack 1, and I want Service Pack 2. Why? So I burned a new CD. So here's what we're gonna do. Plug in this CD drive into the Mac Mini, and hopefully we can boot off the CD. You gotta hit Alt, 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 Alt. The menu, give me the menu, give me the menu. Come on. Okay, and let's wait for the CD to load up. I can feel the thing rumbling, but the light went away. Well, that's not good.
A few moments later.
So the CD is not working. So, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Don't look at my desktop. Show desktop icons. Let's forget that ever happened. I guess we should be able to install it through Rufus. Can Rufus make so it can do it? Allow, not now. Jesus. Let's select the ISO, which is that. I think that is correct. I'm not really sure, honestly. That was the only option I had, really. Ugh. You know, I had a MacBook and I installed Windows XP on it and it completely screwed that MacBook over because it wasn't technically supported. So I hope it doesn't happen to this one, but you know, you never know. Bro, shut up, bro. What kind of virus have I installed on this computer? Jesus. I really hope this works, dude. I do know that this computer should boot from the USB though. The iMac didn't boot from the USB. I'm about to toss this DVD drive, bro. It's a good thing I installed Windows on Mac though. Very useful, because if you burn a USB from a Mac, you can't install Windows from it. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. Or maybe this Mac Mini can't boot from a CD. Maybe it does like absolutely require USB. We really put all our eggs in the USB basket now. If it doesn't run, we're kind of screwed. Come on, faster. Okay, good. Moment of truth. Yes! That is step 1. Let's see if it actually boots from it though. How to make bootable. Okay, let's try Win2 USB. It actually looks hella shady, bro. But you know, whatever. Accept the agreement. Yeah, whatever. Windows installation USB. Okay. Browse image file. Can't find boot. Okay, let's try Win setup from USB. Format NTFS, open with. What? Track 2, yes, run it. I have no idea if this is gonna work. We've been here before, but is it going to boot from it? Oh, okay, this is progress. I mean, let me not get too excited actually. It can fail here as well. Okay, this is the ultimate test. Oh, yes! Woo! Yeah, baby. Enter. What? What does that mean? We are officially out of options. Okay. What? This part's new. Oh, that worked, yo! What the hell, dude? Okay, so unfortunately we had to restart because everything just ran out of battery. It took like 4 hours, bro, to debug everything. But nevertheless, we are back. Let's get to installing Windows XP. Finally, Win setup from USB did work, but we had to install a XP service pack. I actually don't know if it's going to install. We got to the installation page. When it comes to that old software, barely works. Okay, that is our hard drive. So delete partition, and then let's do NTFS quick because this is taking way too long. The option that doesn't say quick, it actually does take very long. Is it just me or is this going hella fast? Like suspiciously fast. Installing from the CD might be really slow. So when you're installing from USB, it might go really fast. I'm losing my mind. It was so frustrating to install this. Come on. I forgot to take in the nostalgia, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm just not gonna touch it and let's see where it boots into. Because it should boot right into the XP setup. Strong emphasis on should. Okay, thank you God. We have made significant progress. It is hella low resolution in that. Also, when does the sound effect play that? Installing devices. Well, I'm pretty sure the music wouldn't play without installing devices first. You know, I was thinking I could do this live on stream. Actually, I can do this live on stream. Why can't I do this live on stream?
Do you ever get a bunch of spam email or spam calls and you're wondering, how did they get my number? Well, anytime you enter your information like your email, phone number, address, companies don't just use it for their marketing. They bundle it up and sell it to data brokers. Here's the thing, you have a right to your information, so if you request them to remove it, they are legally required to do so. But how will you find out where your data has been compromised, and how will you request so many data brokers? Which is why this video is sponsored by Incogni. Not only does Incogni find out where your data has been leaked, it repeatedly sends opt-out requests until they clear out your data. It is automated to handle any objections the data broker might raise as well. You can also track how many requests were sent and completed. On top of that, they're launching their custom removals feature in their unlimited plan, where you can enter a URL and ask Incogni to specifically remove your information from that site, and their privacy experts will take care of it. If you're tired of marketing calls and spam emails, you can take control of your data. Click the link in the description or go to incogni.com/makhir or use code makhir at checkout to get 60% off an annual plan.
Okay, name Makhir. Organization makhirtech. Okay, product key. I'm not gonna put this in the video. Oh, that is not accurate. If internet is not working on any of these old devices, check the time. 9 times out of 10, that's the problem. Typical settings, more files to copy, Jesus. Actually, I should not put my foot down there. I could have accidentally just shut the computer off. You never know. I am very capable of doing dumb things like that. Bro, this is actually taking very long. What? I thought it'd be quick because we're installing from the USB and that. I'm just not gonna touch it. I'm only human after all. Oh, I think the music is supposed to be playing now, but of course we don't have sound drivers. I'll just play it in the background. Thank you for purchasing Microsoft Windows XP. I did purchase it. Right now, don't turn on antivirus. It's probably useless anyways. Who will use this computer? Makhir. Oh, that was quick. That was like 3 questions, bro. Also, I don't think this is at the full resolution. Like, it did the adjustment thing, but it didn't really adjust it correctly. We don't have the sound drivers. Oh, wow. Oh my God. I can't even take in the nostalgia because it was so hard to install it. And why is it so slow? Okay, these are all the wrong resolutions in that. I think we can get to installing the drivers. We put the bootcamp drivers on the USB. Actually, I have no idea if this is gonna work because technically XP is not supported on this computer. Okay, your new hardware is ready to use. Oh my God, that didn't work. Oh my God. I mean, I'm hoping if you format it with XP, it should work. You never know, guys. Okay, so that does get detected. I don't know why it didn't work before. You never know the problems you're gonna run into. You really don't know. There's a lot of waiting around. Somehow got through step 1. Well, let's see if this actually works. The problem is that we really needed to install the network drivers and access the internet without the network drivers. How much faith do I have in this? The real answer is not too much. Bro, this is actually taking very long. Okay, that worked. Restart the computer. I mean, it didn't auto set the resolution. Also, it didn't play the startup sound, did it? Didn't fix that either. So in essence, it didn't do anything. I think this is as far as we're gonna get, because the internet does not work. I mean, if we just go here, Google.com should work, and it's not working. So, I mean, it is what it is. And without the internet, we can't really install drivers or anything. Like, we need to at least find the Ethernet drivers. As you can see, the display drivers are not working. So, I went into finding the Ethernet controller from Device Manager, and then just looked up the hardware ID. And this is the string I get, 16B414E4. That is a device identifier, because we don't know what Ethernet controller this computer has. I found drivers for that, and this is the last thing we're going to try. Okay, we have Crystal HD3, we need 32-bit, and then we need to run the setup. Okay. I don't know what the Crystal HD decoder is. Yeah, I don't have a high definition video decoder card. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully installed the NetExtreme driver. Why did it disappear? That worked! Holy dude. Well, I was about to give up. That totally did work. Wow. Okay, well now we gotta go to legacy update, and then we have to install it. And I remember you have to go to properties, unblock it, and then apply. Okay, yeah, whatever. This does take a while, but it should auto find a bunch of drivers as well. That's the most important part. Okay, so based on these hardware IDs, we have now figured out what graphics card driver we need and what chipset driver we need. I've downloaded them. They were bang on for the network drivers. So let's hope that they're bang on for the graphics card drivers as well. So let's first try the graphics drivers. That should technically run for Windows XP. Actually, the graphics card drivers I think was pretty obvious, because the Mac Mini Mid 2011 did have Intel HD graphics. That part was obvious. And you would think I know this because I have a degree in electronics engineering. I don't think this actually supports XP. Okay, let's restart this computer, see if that works. I'm not exactly sure if this will work because it sounds like the driver wasn't meant for Windows XP. A lot of these driver websites just straight up lie, so, you know, what can you do? The mouse does not look high resolution. Screen resolution is also not changed. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we have to go to manage and then device manager. Why is this so slow, man? The website lied, so it clearly wasn't supported for Windows XP, I think. But it also might be that we don't have the correct chipset drivers. So let's try running this. And if not, we might have to uninstall the graphics card drivers. Okay, so we just installed some new drivers that are supposedly compatible with XP, and that did not give any errors. So let's see if that works. Never hanged on the startup screen. That can't be good. It is booting up much slower, so I don't know if that's a good sign. Oh, I think that worked. Oh my God, that totally worked. Okay, well, okay, yeah. It did work. Let's go. This is at 1080p. There we go. Intel HD graphics. Yes, that worked. Oh my God. Those drivers were impossible to hunt down, bro. The computer's kind of slow though. You can go to properties, hardware, device manager. And that's pretty much all the drivers except the chipset. I mean, I don't really see why we need the chipset drivers, because the reason why I wanted the chipset drivers was because of the graphics drivers. It's totally working, dude. Oh wow, that was a long ass time to like. And now we have a full working copy of Windows XP. And the sound is also working, but I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it because it's coming from the Mac Mini speaker, but it is there. There we go, guys. Oh my God, that was just so much. That's been like 2 days straight of trying to install this stuff. In all honesty though, I'm betting it was this hard like back in the day as well. At least right now I had the internet and ChatGPT and everybody to like decode the PCI codes and whatever. Oh my God. Okay, I think we're finally done installing Windows XP and putting it in a usable state. So please like and subscribe for all that effort. I mean, please. And I wonder if I could do this live, actually. I don't know, it's whatever. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you. I'm going home. This. I need to get some sleep, bro.